Hey, how's it going everyone? OutlawClient here, back again for another episode of Fighting Games Friday. Now, to be honest, I wasn't 100% sure what game to play this week, but after watching the recently aired Nintendo Direct, which I believe was on April the 8th, I thought what a great opportunity it would be for me to play some Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Well, alongside giving me an excuse to actually go back and play the Wii. Well, anyway, in case you weren't aware, there was a Nintendo Direct a few days ago, or it was dubbed the Super Smash Bros. Direct, and it basically showed nearly 40 minutes of non-stop Smash Bros. Goodness. Well, it was actually information for the new and upcoming Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and for the 3DS. Now, I know there was so much that went on. Well, it was a really interesting direct, and there was so much information that they spoke about. I mean, to be honest, I was quite happy throughout the entire thing. I didn't get bored at any point. But as I was saying, there was just so much information, and I think I'll only really be scratching the surface, especially for a video that's like less than 10 minutes. So I think I'll try and cover the pretty much the key points. So early on in the direct, they mentioned that the online mode would be refined, and I honestly couldn't have been happier, because for me the only thing that was stopping Brawl from reaching full potential in terms of replayability was the whole online mode, and to be honest, the online experience for me wasn't all that good because it was just so basic. But since they've refined it, they've added on two main modes, which is Fight for Fun alongside Fight for Glory. And in Fight for Fun mode, you'll be paired up in a random map. All items will be available. Smash battles will only be on, and only wins will be recorded. And for Glory, will include Final Destination styled maps, no items, one-on-one battles, and both your win and losses will be recorded. Now, I think this is a pretty cool feature, especially for separating out the more casual players from the hardcore players, I guess. I mean, it's not exactly up to tournament rules and stuff like that, but I think it is definitely a start, and it's a step in the right direction. Now, the one thing that annoyed me about Brawl's online mode was the fact that you couldn't use any of your custom maps online. I mean, it's understandable that you couldn't do it with random people, but not even with friends. That was a bit too much, I guess, for me. So I would like to hear some information on the map editor using it online. And on the topic of map editor, it would be nice to know if the map editor system is a bit more complex this time around, because I did think it was a bit basic. I mean, you could do a lot of things, but not enough for me. I always want to create more things. But I think another question is, will it even be making a return? I mean, in my opinion, I think it probably will be making a return, but whether it will be more complex, is another question altogether. I don't know, what do you guys think? And also they did announce that a different type of ranking system will be used, which is known as Global Smash Power, and instead of just giving you a normal rank, it will pretty much tell you how many people that you're better than. So yeah, just don't feel bad if you get a Smash ranking of like 1 or 2, yeah. But no, I mean, for me it doesn't really matter too much, but I guess it's a unique approach on a ranking system, and I'm always open for stuff like that. I mean, it's not anything too serious. But anyway, so moving on to the other thing that I want to talk about, and this is probably what most people were excited for whilst watching the direct, and this is the characters. And there were actually quite a few characters announced, more so veterans than newcomers, but there were actually 5 in total. So that was Zero Suit Summers, Sheik, Yoshi, Charizard, and newcomer Greninja. Yeah, I hope I don't think I missed any. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm doing a lot of this off the top of my head. But anyway, with Zero Suit Summers, she was actually revealed, well, after Sakurai trolled us for a few seconds, but she was actually revealed to have quite a different playstyle this time. This time she'll be using her newly acquired jet boots, and it's pretty helpful. If you watch the gameplay, it showed that she doesn't have a grapple recovery anymore, so the jet boots will pretty much be used as her recovery based move, which I think is very, very helpful, especially against those edge guarders. But anyway, you know, the system might have changed, so you never know, but it just seems to be quite useful. And for me, I think it was a great feature that they also added how normal summers won't transform into Zero Suit Summers straight away after using a smash, so yeah, it might be an indication that Zero Suit Summers is a individual slot. Because for me, I mean, I didn't hate Zero Suit Summers. I mean, I did play as Summers, normal Summers, quite a lot. I don't know, she's in my top 3 characters that I played as, but for me it was a bit strange having to adjust my fighting style halfway through, or sometimes I'd just avoid the smash ball altogether, just so I didn't have to change up my fighting style. But anyway, quite nice news so far. So Zelda was also, well, Sheik I should say, is a newcomer, and with that being said, Zelda actually got a new down B move, which is known as the Phantom Slash, and this is like an offensive slash defensive move, so it's got like a short range of attack, but it can deflect back some attacks. But again, this move can be deflected by enemies such as Mario's cape. I'm gonna guess Pit's shield if he still has that, but yeah, no, it showed Mario deflecting it with his cape and Villager using his pocket ability to return it to her. With that, Sheik, well, you've probably guessed already, but Sheik, you can't transform into Sheik midway through the match. How many times did I just say Sheik? But yeah, like I was saying, you can't transform into Sheik midway through the match. So again, I'm gonna guess that Sheik is a character that you have to select individually on the player select screen, which sort of makes me think that the transformations have probably been omitted completely, which might have been due to the 3DS not being able to handle that type of stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just one of my theories. What do you guys think? You should leave a comment down below. But with that, Sheik would have a new down move as well, down B move, and that's actually known as the Bouncing Fish, which Sakurai described as a series of acrobatic kicks. Not 100% sure how it's used. Maybe it's sort of like Zero Suit Summers' down B move in Brawl. Who knows? Have to see more footage. But surprisingly, Sheik also has a new side B move, which is known as the, is it grenade? There we go, burst grenade. Her side B move is known as the burst grenade, and it pretty much does exactly what it says on the tin. It throws a grenade, and I don't know too much about the properties. I'd have to see some more footage, but it sounds pretty cool so far. Next up, we have Yoshi, a character that I barely played as. I mean, Yoshi looked the same in this trailer. But of course, as Sakurai pointed out multiple times, Yoshi now has the power of walking. Yeah, I don't really know how that makes you stronger, but Sakurai did go on about it quite a lot, you know. Maybe, you know, Yoshi is a changed dinosaur now. Yeah, I don't like that dinosaur at all. Yeah, sorry guys, I've got nothing against Yoshi. Or have I? But anyway, moving on. Charizard was seen to be released, and the thing that surprised me is that Charizard was actually seen as a standalone character. I mean, no, it looks like Pokemon Trainer is gone completely. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I did enjoy playing as Pokemon Trainer, but to be honest, I usually did stick with one Pokemon most of the time. So, yeah, not too bad for me, but I was quite surprised that it was Charizard on his own. But, pretty cool. He has his new transformation, Mega Transformation, or is it Mega Evolution? Sorry, I'm not a huge Pokemon guy, but he can go into his Mega form pretty much. And yeah, I'm guessing that's his final smash. And lastly, we have newcomer Greninja, which again, I don't know too much. This is, I believe, Pokemon from the newest generations. I don't know too much about Greninja. Funnily enough, it was one of the only few Pokemon designs that I'd seen from the new generation. So yeah, I was actually happy that I could relate to a character that was revealed and I wasn't completely clueless. But anyway, Greninja, in the trailer that he was revealed in, a few people, including myself, thought it was Mewtwo, but no, it was actually Greninja in the end. Yeah, I would like to see Mewtwo, you know, my child coming back, coolest Pokemon, but who knows, still got time. But yeah, Greninja looks quite fast and stealthy, sort of like Sheik, but again, he is a ninja, I'm guessing, so yeah, that is to be expected. But anyway, that is all the information I have today. I promise I will go over some more stuff. As I was saying, I only really got to talk about 2 topics, which is pretty much the pretty much the characters and also the online changes, but I would love to discuss some more of the information in my next video. So anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this and if you are excited for the new Smash Brothers for both Wii and 3DS, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. And on that note, I will be back again next week, so peace out, guys.